waiting for the not right opportunity, but essentially the right timing to potentially pair up Tokel with Nightlife Crypto, which is my side project. It's a gaming platform that will utilize NFTs for in-game items and everything like that. And one of the games we're developing is literally strictly NFT based, to where like you drive a car, that car is an NFT. So it's like playing a AAA title, but to acquire items and things like that, it's all NFT based, and it checks your account system and makes sure you have that NFT to be so that that item is available in game. So there's a lot of different potential opportunities and avenues possible for integrating Tokel in some form or fashion.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely see, because of the NSPV, that's where it really makes me think that gaming can be a practical, like it can practically be like used. It's practical. It's not just some fanciful idea or making some sort of clunky or slow thing. I imagine that it will promote the game to be just very basically seamless. That's the idea, but I don't know what kind of work needs to go on to actually make that happen. Dream Tim, we did have and thank you, Drake, for that response. Dream Tim, we did have a question in the chat, the Tokel IDO chat, about listing in CoinMarketCap or those kinds of websites. Do you have anything that you can say about that after the IDO phase 2? Is there any plan or any thought about getting Tokel listed on the coin websites?
Yeah, definitely. And I think Coin Paprika is somebody who we approached already for a listing, because they also list Atomic Dex as well, so that's easy. But I'm sure that in the future there will be more efforts to get on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, and obviously any other place that we can be listed on, because obviously we want people to find the Tokel, the TKL cryptocurrency everywhere possible. Yes,
and I'm going to just preemptively ask the question, when Binance, but I'm not asking you to answer it because it's more of a rhetorical question. So yeah, I just wanted to get that question out of the way. But yeah, that was a good question. Thank you for asking that question in the chat. And we are basically nearing the time where we are going to be checking out IDO phase 2 for Tokel platform on the Atomic Dex. Thanks to everybody who's showed up here, participated. Again, special thank you to Lutz and Daria and Remonster for coming up on stage and sharing some of their thoughts and experiences with us. Sorry if you've had your hand raised, whether you were able to get up here or not, but we are nearing the time. So we're going to move over. Dream Tim, is there still the video that we're going to show relating to Atomic Dex, or are we just going to talk about what's going on and how to proceed?
Yeah, so basically what people need to do, and there's plenty of information about that already, both in Discord and in the socials, is to make sure they have Atomic Dex open, that they have some Komodo in the Atomic Dex, and this time they don't have to sweat about not getting in, because last time in the price discovery stage there was 500,000 tokens sold. Obviously very, very fast. This time there is 19.5 million token available. So if it goes as fast as the previous time, I'll be damned. If that happens, that will be incredible. But the expectation is that it's going to go slower, so everybody's going to be able to get in at this stage that wants to get in, and they can get Tokel at a price that quite possibly they might not be able to get later on.
Right, and of course, none of this financial advice, but if you're going to use the tokens, if you're going to use TKL, for its use case, then you definitely want to pay less for it. But anyway, it's all speculation at this point, and we hope to see it go well. Obviously, if you're here ready to swap, then you're interested in it. Dream Tim, you were going to say another thing?
Oh no! I was going to say that everybody has to do their own research always, and never take anything of this sort as financial advice, because as much as we believe in the project, we don't have a crystal ball in front of us, knowing what the market will do tomorrow, next month or next year. So
Max has a crystal ball, though.
he does. He's
Oh
a
boy.
bot, a magician. He's everything. Cax is incredible, and without him, we wouldn't have this meeting today, because he helped set up the streaming in no time, and made all of this possible. So huge thanks to him.
Yeah, shout outs to Cax and Nutella Luca as well. He's not here with us today, but as you heard Daria say, he had an idea maybe 6 months ago or whatever the time frame was, and he pushed forward with it. And it reminds me of a mastermind, just like Komodo Platform and Pirate Chain. These are all masterminds that come together. We call them communities, but we're all having these similar goals and intentions. And so, yeah, from there, Tokel platform is now available, and we're getting IDO phase 2 in a few minutes.
Yeah, I think that Nutella Lika is not just some visionary who just came up with an idea. I think he's been instrumental in getting this off the ground. He has been working nonstop in organizing things and getting people together, and doing everything that is required to to get this project off the ground. So yeah, we have to recognize this and say that it's been a huge effort to get to this stage, and he deserves all the success that comes to him from that, because he has put in an incredible amount of work.
Yes, you're right, and I'm glad you highlighted that, because that is so true, and it deserves a special mention. So thank you for that. We are just less than 2 minutes away. I believe it's going to, Dream Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, but the orders will populate automatically at the time, which is
in 2 minutes, basically. Yeah, in 2 minutes.
So, if just for anybody who is wondering, if you go, for example, into the view that you want, and what would be, so you're maybe in the pro view. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you want Tokel on the left side, and or if you're using Komodo on the right side, and I believe that will allow you to get Tokel. You'll see the green ones should be the one you're looking for. But either way, even if Komodo's on the left, you're looking at the green ones. Those are the ones you want. Am I correct, Dream Tim?
Well, yeah, I think you'll see. Basically, it's going to be hard to miss, because it's going to be a huge order of initially 19.5 million, and that's obviously going to go down fast. But it's going to be a big number, so it's going to be one single order of that big number. So as long as you click on that order, you'll get that price. And then you can buy Tokel at that given price that is going to be given at the launch.
Right. I see one that's someone has a 299,986 Tokel order at 0.27 Tokel 0.27 KMD per Tokel, I believe that is. I don't know if you see that order there. It's like the third one. But anyway, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm just launching. I'm launching Atomic Dex now, so I'm going to be watching this very, very shortly. By the way, if people are on YouTube or they're on Twitch, and you can find the links in our in the server, you can actually see right now a representation there of Atomic Dex. So if anybody's not familiar with it, you can watch it there.
Oh, I see something here. Is it so? We have a bunch of 10,000 Tokels. That's not what we're looking for, right? We're looking for the 19.5 million, and it's in one order. Is that correct?
Yeah, that should be the case. Yes.
Okay. So just in case anybody's wondering, because you see, there's a whole bunch of them that show 10,000, but that's on the sell side, I believe. And I believe somebody's okay. So the 299,000, I guess, is a buy order. It's for like 81,000 Komodo worth at 0.27 KMD per Tokel. I see now. Yeah, cool. Seems like there's some interest there. And let's just check it out here. We've got a nice room going on here. Thanks everybody who's joining us. Shout outs there to Computer Genie and everyone else who's here listening and participating. Yeah, hope you're having a good time. Draith, you having a good time?
Absolutely.
How about you, Daria? You excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Excellent.
this is definitely, you know, like sort of a nail biting time, like it was with you know, the IDO, the first phase of it, the price discovery, where, you know, the orders were disappearing like crazy. But as we said, you know, this is going to be a little bit different, in that there's going to be one big order where everybody should be able to get their share at this stage, or, you know, whatever they're planning to do.
Excellent. Yeah, looking forward to it. And, you know, I do want to mention this stream, this discussion was put together. And, you know, at first, Dream Tim and Draith here were up on stage. I want to especially thank Daria and Ramonster for joining us up on here. And Lutz also came up on here. And, you know, it just made the interaction more enjoyable, a little bit more variety, more perspectives. And so we thank you for helping to make this discussion, this stream that much better. So yeah. And where are we now? Has it come up yet for us? Dream Tim, do you see anything?
I'm in the process of loading my decks.
Okay, I don't see it yet myself, but that's partially why I'm asking. We are at 4, you know, we're after, not before the time. So maybe somebody bought them already, all of them.
Can you imagine? Okay, I'm in. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Well, I just would like to shout out everyone who's here. We have Cox and CH Max, Bambi, Kelsey, Netster, Dr. Kush, Top Shot, Kolo, Joki, Paco, Ahmed Daif, Undefined, Tovar, Rayonox, Combat, I don't see your whole name there, Combat Wombat, Speaky 121, Computer Genie, Mr. Idjit, Sadua, Crypto Bra, F Boyali, Tim C, Kyle Fabian. Sorry for mispronouncing anyone's name. Rubedo, Roger, Scott, not from the future. Ralpone, legal is freedom. Oh, legalize freedom. Well, Claras. 3 STES, 3 or STs, Databot, SEMS, hey SEMS, Find Your Way, Lutz, Marks 1001, I'm Nastaran, Mr. Omar, and Lucas Phillip just joined us or just came back in. So anyway, thank you for being here.
So
Hope you're doing well.
I have a very important piece of information. So I think there was a small change that was made. So orders were batched. And the way that they were batched was in increments of 10,000, then 50,000, then 100,000. So all the orders that you see there, that there's 10,000 Tokel and then 50,000
I see.
Tokel,
Yes.
and
So I was
100,000
wrong.
Tokel. Yeah, all these orders, belong to the IDO, and basically, buying from these orders is buying into the IDO.
Yes. So for me, if I'm looking at the screen and Tokel is on the left and KMD is on the right for my trading exchange, then the red orders have those batchings. You might see a lot of them are 100 right now, and then 10,000s. But they're all the same price all the way up.
So the price set is 0.2 814 KMD.
There you go. And if you flip it, it will be, let me find them. Where are they? I don't see them the same way. You don't find them there. No, you don't find them there. So, oh, they maybe are here. Anyway, my suggestion is have your Tokel on the left and your Komodo on the right. That's what works for me. And I see them all here at 2814. So anyway, good. Hopefully you're not really paying attention to me and you're just paying attention to what you need to do in front of you on the screen. Enjoying this IDO experience.
Okay, 1 million of Tokel. 1 million of Tokel has been sold already.
Nice. Thank you for that statistic. We need to know these
No,
numbers.
we need to thank Shimex from giving me this information because it's not coming from me.
There you go. Like I said before, CHMEX, Shimex, you know, praises to you for the work that's happening, because that's making this possible and allowing us to have these real-time statistics. That's great. Good job, everyone. Thank you, Dream Tim, for telling us that, and then just chime in at any time.
Yeah, sorry, I was just getting excited there.
Well, I bet you're not the only one, and that's good. I'm sure the more like when I heard it, I was excited too. So that's great.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing for me is not so much, you know, how much Tokel people are going to buy today. Obviously, you know, the more they do, the more, you know, confidence they put in the project, and the more, you know, the project can plan and grow faster. But for me, the interesting thing is, you know, what the technology can offer and how fast we can get to businesses to convince them that this is, you know, something fantastic they can do. Because apart from, as we said before, the direct sales, you also have the royalties, which is something that you don't get on other sort of tokenization systems. So that is something, you know, very, very interesting, and you know how that impacts the general economy. That's that's for us to see in the near future, but it has huge potential for a very, very large amount of businesses to be able to tokenize aspects of their business, you know, giving back more value to their customers and increasing their revenues themselves.
You know what? You're making me think too. This is why I love Tokel, and the idea of Tokel platform is that it really is this all-in-one, and then it allows you to just build what you need on top of it, but not on a layered two type of way, but into it through your own, you know, pathway. But anyway, I might be speaking too generally. But what I'm noticing is that it is okay. These businesses, they need to learn. Like humans need to learn this technology in order to carry it forward in their actual use cases in their lives and stuff, if you know what I mean. And so Tokel platform represents this opportunity also of really educating those people and those businesses in that sense through the offering of Tokel platform. And I heard it before from Nutella Lika, and I heard it from you, Dream Team, as well, that Tokel platform is also there to support and offer this educational and again, the word support for all of these people and businesses that are going to want to learn. And yeah, they can learn with the, you know, the virtual machine style, Ethereum, whatever, but the UTXO model is going to be also an important model for people to learn. I think so. What do you think?
No, I think that's very important, and you know, it's. I mean, the other thing I can see, you know, very strongly with Tokel is we said, you know, it jumps over a lot of barriers that other systems have right now in terms of, you know, creating a token. I mean, would you go to the pain of creating a token on Ethereum to know that it's just for one event and you need, 5,000 of those tokens. It'll be a nightmare if you're not a developer, and if you're not an Ethereum developer, and if you're not a smart contract expert. So if you are a smart contract expert, maybe yes, that's an easy thing to do. But if you're not, and most people in this world are not smart contract experts, then you need a considerable amount of expertise, time, and money for creating such token. Now Tokel flips that all the way around by making it dead easy when they all in one application will be out to do exactly that, to offer everybody the ability to create a token on the fly. And that's for me very significant, because it takes away the educational part of we have to teach you how the technology works, and it leaves us with the educational part. Here's how you can benefit from the token economy. And that's a very, very different message to the novice user, and even to companies who haven't even engaged with cryptocurrencies, because tokenization is not exactly a cryptocurrency. It can be used in such ways where it actually has nothing to do with cryptocurrencies. And that's a huge opportunity for me, as I said, for so many different business sectors.
I like the way you said that. That puts it into a really nice perspective for me. Just stepping away from Tokel platform for a moment, we are doing an IDO, in this case, phase 2, with special guest Draith. So Draith, I'm just curious, we're using Atomic Dex. And what's your experience like for now? Any other thoughts about Atomic Dex?
No, Atomic Dex is sweet, man. I love it. I mean, sometimes it takes a little bit for me to refresh, but aside from that, it's solid.
And you're really deep into it. You're with the Bpsaa. Hopefully I'm not like distracting you from your activities, but maybe, you have a moment to still chat with us here. What do you think is happening? Can you share with us what's going on with Bpsaa a little bit? Maybe those of us never heard of Bpsaa. Do you want to give us a quick rundown? If you would like to, we'd love to hear about it.
Sure, yeah. So the Bpsaa is the Blockchain Privacy, Security, and Adoption Alliance. It's comprised of 9 members, including Parachain, Komodo, Etho Protocol, Sentinel, Turtle Network, Ergo. I can never remember their rebranded name, but it used to be Burst.
Sigma.
Thank you. Oh my God, I don't know why I have such trouble with that. BitTube and a couple others. And basically what we do is we focus on interoperability, and in this case, specifically privacy, security, and adoption related topics. So on top of all that, we're aiming to become a 501c3 nonprofit, and then just build out products and services that include all of our members' technologies to make life easier for everybody. Because one thing that I noticed back when I started this was everyone's in their own kind of like pigeonhole. They work on their own projects. They don't look outside their pigeonhole, and they tend to just, projects tend to fight each other, especially if they're within the same realm, like privacy coins or platforms or whatever. And my idea was to just get everybody together to work together, because that's what the original intent of cryptocurrency was. So, we got all these projects together. We work on, ideas for not only educating users on cryptocurrency in general or how each other's projects works. We help raise each other up. We help, when it comes to, technology issues, we try to assist each other where possible, and, just, work together. That's the biggest thing.
I like that idea. And, based on the recent, someone's name is Legalize Freedom. Based on the legislation stuff going on, particularly USA, but there's other places too in the world where these things are happening. What type of role do you see Bpsaa playing in that sort of thing? If you don't mind answering that one.
Yeah. So specifically, we're based in the U.S., so we focus on U.S. law primarily, because we really don't have much influence outside of that since we're a U.S. based company. But basically, the idea is to start making some noise, start contacting politicians or representatives, things like that, so that we can educate them on blockchain technology. And some of the laws that they come up with are just kind of ridiculous. So by educating them, they can make better decisions on what kind of laws are implemented or passed or even thought about, and hopefully kind of sway the decision making to the point where it doesn't over-regulate the industry. Actual like credible laws are made instead of just kind of like ridiculous stuff like the one that was recently passed, where it's like pool owners, pool owner operators, or just people who basically send money to others become basically banks in a sense. And it's just crazy stuff. So we try to educate. That's the main intent, is to
Nice.
educate them, educate regular Joes, new people in the space, or people that want to know about cryptocurrency, but it's just really really an intense learning process, which we've all been there, and we all know that it is a massive hurdle to cross, especially in the very beginning.
I see. That's good. So you're lighting a torch and you're carrying it forward, and then there's more than one torch as well, but it's under one flag there, on one name currently that you're dealing with is the Bpsaa. If people want to know a bit more about that, where's the best place to go for that?
They can go to our website, bpsaa.vision. That's VISION.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. And it was a nice little treat, a little bonus for us here in the stream, those of us participating with this phase 2 IDO. Dream Tim, did you manage to get any stats anymore? Is there anything to note, or what's happening right now?
No, I don't have any more stats. Obviously, the orders are there and they're still being taken, but I don't have any further stats at this stage. I think one interesting thing we might want to ask Draith very quickly is about his other project, which also has something to do with NFTs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Please do tell us.
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
Dream Tim is saying you're doing some other project with the NFTs or something like that.
Oh yeah, that was Nightlife Crypto, the project I mentioned before. Basically, we're developing a racing game that's a mixture between Forza, Need for Speed, and a couple other games, but with really unique features that have never been seen before in crypto, in terms of like DeFi and some other stuff. But the basis of it is to get any item or car or body part or performance mod in game, you would have to own the NFT for said part. So basically, the game scans your account to see what NFTs you currently have, so you can buy NFTs from various platforms, and then it scans those accounts to see, okay, this is his account has these NFTs here, so they're available in game to that player to use that car or attach that body mod or various effects and so forth. So.
Cool. Yeah, that's a great teaser right there. I'm getting excited to hear you talk about that. So looking forward to that. Definitely keep us posted. And
okay, so
we're about, go for it, Dream Tim.
So basically, we have some stuff. I should have known this, so I do apologize. So and big thank you also to Daria, who pointed this to me. So we have the IDO live data right now live on tokel.io/IDO. So if you go if you go to tokel.io/IDO, there you can see live data from how much basically it's being sold. I think it updates every 30 seconds or every minute. So from what we can see right now is that within 20 minutes there has been 1.6 million, just over 1.6 million of Tokel sold. This means 418,000 KMD raised, and the equivalent value in USD is just under $500,000.
Incredible, and that's in about 20 minutes. So that's good. That's pretty nice right now. I think that Atomic Dex is doing a great job, and I hope that anybody who had a difficulty with the first phase of the IDO, hopefully, if you're stuck around and you're giving it another go, hopefully you're having a good experience with it this time around. But either way, always send the feedback to Komodo platform team. They always appreciate getting that feedback for sure. And yeah, thanks Daria for that heads up on the stats website. Perfect. Okay, well we're about 20 minutes into it. Dream Tim, Draith, thanks for working out this stage for us. And I'm Giuliano here. Ramonster's still up here, and we're looking forward to his work. And yeah, I think everybody here, if you have any question, definitely raise your hand. We'll pull you up. I'm nearing the end of the stream. Or Dream Tim, what is the, how do you say, what's the time frame that you're looking for here?
Oh no! I think we've gone above and beyond what we were expecting. So we were expecting to host like a 1-hour chat, but I think the excitement and the situation and the occasion of it all has sort of kept us here. I know that Lutz wants to talk, so I've invited him, but also Ahmed Daif, he wanted to say something before. Ahmed Daif, you can speak if you want.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Lutz, until Ahmed Daif resolves his microphone issues.
All right. So, as I'm buying, I'm noticing, right, that if you like buy the same one another person possibly buys, I think it fails, right? It just fails, and one succeeds and one fails, right? So, since they're all like the same orders, basically, all going up, you probably have a better chance of succeeding with your order if you just scroll all the way up and just randomly choose the order you want.
That is a very good point, Lutz. Very good point, because all these orders are exactly the same price.
Mm-hmm. And so there won't be collisions, right? More or less of a chance, at least.
Yeah, very good point. Very, very good point.
Hello, my friends. Do you hear me, guys?
Yes,
yeah, we
do. Welcome.
Thank you so much for this great show. I want just to thank Dream Team for this great marketing. I was a moderator in many platform crypto, and I speak many language, and I work as a professor and translator. So I like this project because the NFT is the future. I like it so much. Also, the ability to create a token from this coin is something so good. So I like the project. I'm into it, and I want just to thank you guys for having me tonight. And thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming up on stage and sharing that feedback with us and your experience so far. I hope that you have a lot of fun and enjoyment and success with using the Tokel platform as the features get rolled out, and maybe you stick around in the community and
Of course, my friend. So I will give all my power and energy for this community because the people are so nice. The community is unique. So I look for it. And excuse my English. Thank you so
No
much.
problem. Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your great English. You're able to be speaking very clear to us, and I understand you fully. And so, thank you very much for joining us here. Yeah. And speaking of which, Dream Tim, do you want to just remind us how? So we have all these orders up. but they won't be up like that forever, right? What is the time frame?
Well, it's going to be going for a few days. So the end date for this event is the 15th of September of 2021 at 8 p.m. UTC. The IDO will be completed. So there is a little bit of time, but obviously that also depends on how fast the TKL is being sold.
Interesting. Well, I've enjoyed myself so much doing the what was it, the phase one. Also, I think there was an AMA, but the phase one and then also this one, phase two. I would, if there is some sort of end date, and this is going well. Hopefully, we can get together again and just do something like this to share in the celebration of a successful IDO event with all the community members that want to come in and join us. And it doesn't have to be anything big, but we could share any statistics that are involved if that's something that you guys want to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it has been a pleasure having you, these both events here, and you've been doing a fantastic job both times. And it's been very, very exciting to sit here and see, all this Tokel going away, and people believing in the project, and thinking that we can really build something very, very significant for the future.
Right on. And shout outs to JL777 and all the atomic decks, atomic swaps gurus out there building this technology that we can have this pretty cool launch IDO style. First one was like a big frenzy, and now we have this chill, calm, scenario where you can just get the first one was like pigeons going after those scraps, and then the second one is abundance there in the lake. You can just go in there with your hands and pick up whatever you want. And Lutz gave us a great strategy for doing that. So thanks, Lutz.
I don't know about you guys. I'm buying to get rich.
Nice. Well, you're already a pirate.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean,
you're already
half
rich in
true.
spirit, if you know what I mean. You're a pirate.
Yeah.
You're rich in spirit, man. R is right. Shout out to Lutz for all the hard work he's doing in building communities. And Lutz, did you want to share anything about what you're doing? I know you're with Pirate Chain, but you're also doing more than that. Is that something you'd like to just briefly mention here?
I could mention how I plan to use Tokel.
Oh yeah, great. Do it.
So, with Tokel, you could create, and somebody mentioned it in the chat. You could create tickets for your events, right? Unique tickets for all your events, and you could keep it a lot more private than than normal. So what we're planning on doing in the area and other areas is setting up our own shows, our own events, because I'm kind of tired of going to other people's events. It's every event I go to now, it just seems like an echo chamber, right? I see the same people, so what's the point? We want to keep introducing this to new people, right? So instead of sponsoring things, we could have our own events where people could come to us and become sponsors, and with that, we're going to be doing car shows, right? So envision like a parking lot, right, with 100 parking spaces, and each space is a ticket. And then from there, we could go further with Toku by all these people.
That's a great
with
idea.
their these people love their cars so much, man. They would love to have an NFT of their car, right?
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
then
saying.
now
You're so right. You're so right. This is amazing.
Yeah, you got so many use cases for this. And that's another way I plan on freeing us from any tyrants that want to come along and be sneaky about inviting me to events for alternative motives.
Well, and I love it because this is what this is all about. These technologies are really networks, and we're creating networks and communities based on these similar values, goals, and ideals. And so, yeah, good work. Looking forward to hearing more about your work with Tokel there. Yeah, what's that?
On top of it, not just for that, but we're going to be doing all our NFT contests on there for Pirate. I mean, there's so many other use cases. We're going to be using it regularly. I mean, I haven't used any NFT platform because I just don't like them. But now there's one made by one of my favorite coins, Komodo. Oh man, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely getting involved with this. I suggest all of you get involved because anything Komodo makes is pretty amazing. They're like the underdogs in crypto.
Yeah, interesting, and solving problems that are not even on people's radar in some sense, or are on people's radar, but it's interestingly, they're just getting business done. If you ask me, that just seems like what the case is.
And if there's people in here that don't understand why Komodo is so special, can I wrap it real quick?
Please do.
All those platforms you're using, Ethereum, Waves, NXT, I don't care what its name is, all of them have a problem, right? Crypto is about independence, right? Your coins that you like, they're Ethereum, Waves, all those platforms, they're called token platforms, right? They create tokens. They have a dependency on the mother chain. So if you run your whole business with a dependency on, let's say, Ethereum, right? And Ethereum switches to proof of stake and it breaks. It already broken testnet, right? And it breaks during the live net. All those coins are going to be dead in the water. Your business is everything. Those you can't trade them anymore. I know there's alternatives now, switching to Binance, but it's not really a solution. That's that's another dependent platform. Right? So what Komodo is it's them, but better. It's independent. So every time you create a token on Komodo, it's independent. Komodo could die tomorrow, and your business will still function. That's utility. That's independence. You don't want your technology depending on somebody else's technology.
Well said. Well described. Thank you, Lutz. You've been around for a long time, and so you've seen a lot. And so I definitely listen to you when you say things like that because you've seen a lot of things and been around the block many times, so to speak. All right.
I'm like
well,
I'm
Well,
like the
this is-
leader in getting scammed, bro. Nobody's been scammed more than me. I know the ins and outs of how to get scammed.
But this is actually, if you think about it, this is amazing because Lutz just announced the first use case of Tokel, basically, in reality, in what's going to happen very shortly. So that's quite amazing.
It's awesome, man. A ticketing system with NFTs, yeah, that's great.
all right, everyone.
Even the tickets could be worth money. Even the tickets themselves, 20 years later, you go, look, I got the first ticket, like from the first event that they ever did. I was at that event. You can even prove that you were at the event because you got the NFT that says your ticket number, number 0.01, right? With and the NFT with the ticket will look just as cool as the NFTs we see now, right? So, I mean, it'll be the coolest looking ticket, not just some paper or some. You walk up, you actually walk out with a cool NFT as well when you buy the ticket. Right, so you're actually getting something when you buy the ticket too, which is really cool.
Natalika, hello. Thank you, Lutz. Yeah, you're really talking some good ideas. I don't know if Natalika, what you heard about that, but how's it going, Natalika? And what are your thoughts so far? IDO Phase 2.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Sorry I couldn't join you guys earlier. I thought I had a little bit of time that I could jump on. So yeah. Appreciate everyone getting on here and having good discussions. I agree with what Lutz has to say about the Komodo ecosystem. I guess to clarify a point there though, is that the tokens that you mentioned creating on Komodo are actually just coins because they're independent blockchains. So that's why when you create when you create an independent blockchain with Komodo technology, it's going to be there forever because it is an independent blockchain. So that's exactly what Tokel's done.
But to the average people, from a helicopter view, they really don't care how it works. As long as it works easily, you could call it a token, you could call it a chain, as long as it serves their purpose. They don't care how it works, obviously,
Oh, for sure.
because we would be a lot more popular if that was the case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get a lot of questions that it's like, oh, what's the Tokel token contract address? And I'm like, well, Tokel's not a token for one. Like the Tokel coin is a coin, and it doesn't have a contract because it's an independent blockchain. So, and I think people are slowly going to have to understand what that actually means to them.
So in a
You-
sense, each NFT or each token is itself a Satoshi on the blockchain. In that sense, itself is a UTXO. Isn't that right?
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. Yep. So instead of being like a smart contract, it's a UTXO.
It's got monetary value as well. It's like silver, right? It's got that monetary value. It's got that value of what it looks like. The designer. It's got the value of the silver itself. It's got the value of age, right? So a lot of so it's an age old system, right? It works really well, and we're bringing it back in technology. That's pretty awesome.
And so, Nutella, I would just like to ask you then also regarding the NSPV technology, is, I heard Drake describing a racing game, cars and stuff like that. Can you speak a little bit to that type of use case with NSPV and Tokel? Like, what does that look like in the future of this sort of thing?
Yeah, so NSPV is a really cool technology that other platforms don't have. And basically, what it is it's like a piece of software that gives people access to the blockchain in a trustless manner without having to actually download the entire blockchain. So all you need to do is you need to download the latest couple of headers for I think it's the latest 20 blocks, which is very, very minimal. You can create and sign the transactions on your local machine, and then all you have to do is broadcast that signed transaction to the network, and then the full nodes on the network then put that into the main chain. So what does that actually mean for a race car style game? Is that you could have you can make it as simple as like each car is an NFT, and then say you win a race, the game says, hey, you won a race. There's a chance that you win a new car because you won that race. So it goes, okay, cool. You won this NFT. Let me just think about this example a little bit more before I keep going.
Yeah, you're making me think like you can own the car and then you can race your buddy, and whoever wins, wins the other guy's car or something like that, or the girl's car, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. But where NSPV comes in is that you can create the transactions on your local machine and then broadcast them. So for the game to know that you've won that car, or for the game to know that you have that car in your inventory to actually use in a race, it has to pull the data from the blockchain, and it can use NSPV to find out that information in a trustless manner from any full node on the network. So instead of having to download the entire blockchain and then go, oh, what's in your wallet? Okay, you've got 5 cars in your wallet, but I've just had to download 20, 40 gig of a blockchain or whatever it is. What this can do is the game application can create the transaction that says, hey, what is it within this wallet? And then any full node on the network passes that data back to the game in a really, really quick and super light fashion so that it's validated. And then the game goes, cool, they own this vehicle. Okay, now they can use it for this race kind of thing. That's how the NSPV comes into it.
And you're saying that it's really fast. Like there's the reason why I'm asking is because the speed of it is what makes it able to be more, how do you say, reasonable and lucrative for this type of use case. Is that?
Yeah, 100%. So for video games, the problem blockchain and video games is time to settle for blockchain transaction is one problem, and then the fact that the games have to download the entire blockchain is another problem. And there are some small solutions, but a lot of them are centralized solutions that rely on third party people providing you with data, so you have to trust those third parties. Whereas with NSPV, it's all done in a decentralized, trustless fashion. So you can poll a random full node on the entire Tokel network and know that it's going to give you the accurate data because of the way NSPV works and the way it works using notarizations. You trust the notarization because that is the notarized chain, which is why it's then a trustless system.
Amazing. Thank you, Nutella. You know what? You might hear some sounds behind me, but really, this event has so far gone pretty well. You have the option to look at the website, but do you want to share any in particular that you're seeing?
Yeah, right now there has been 1,680,000 TKO sold, 435,000 just over KMD raised, and the current USD value of that is $505,000.
Very cool. All right. And you said that this is going on for about 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is going on until the 15th of September, until 8 p.m. UTC. Obviously, we don't know how fast the whole supply is going to go, and from what I'm informed, it's not as high as 19.5 as initially expected, but it's going to be a high number. But yes, there is more time to get Tokel at this price.
The
Excellent.
goal will be to sell it all out, and that'll definitely keep the Tokel project in good stead to continue developing and really start to create community focused development efforts and start really putting effort in towards giving people access to all of the on-chain features through the application. As I said the other day, it's basically the primary focus at this point in time, and doing cross project sort of initiatives where we go and work with other projects to create NFTs for that project. I know there's a couple of things in the works in that space, which is pretty cool. Thanks, Lutz and Draith for joining us. I didn't get to say hey.
That's good. Yeah, this has been a great discussion, and we've had a lot of voices here share, and we've had a great audience too. Wow, what a great audience! And just by the sounds of it from you, Nutella, as well, when I hear you say that, I'm imagining. Yeah, I feel like Tokel is going to make waves very, very quickly. It's going to. There's just a lot of potential here, and I'm very excited for what's to come for the whole NFT and token space. Thanks to the Tokel developments here, and we are wishing you all the best going forward, of course, and all of us participating in the IDO, making a little bit of history here in that sense too. And so, I would like to thank everybody who's been here for this whole time. You've been here listening and participating, and so I hope it's been enjoyable for you. We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon, unless you guys want to keep hanging out. But it's a phenomenal discussion. We went through a whole bunch of topics, way beyond what I thought we might even get to. At first, I thought we were, maybe like the hour was definitely a good chunk of time, and it just flew by. So thanks everyone for participating and just being awesome. And other good words for you.
One very last thought that I was thinking about before and then I forgot is that for people that want to launch tokens, one of the great advantages is that right now, if you want to do it on Uniswap or on PancakeSwap, you need to have one those special links, the contract links, the referral links to the sites available, and that creates a slight extra amount of complication. When the all-in-one application is in place, that again, so that means that token creators can then launch their tokens very easily on the token DEX in the same application and start trading them immediately. So that's, I think, another thing which is quite important, as well as if you take into consideration that Uniswap has started delisting some of the tokens that are created on the platform. So a complete decentralized platform like Tokel avoids that scenario too, and I think that's what really sets it apart.
That's the same with the NFT marketplace too, right? Like a lot of yourself, you have to wait for their application to actually give you access to creating on their marketplace. What we've done is, the way it works is that the NFT marketplace basically just polls the on-chain data. So if you put something on the chain, it goes into the application, because the application there's no vetting process or anything like that. It's just looking for the on-chain data. So if it's on-chain, then you're good to go.
Yeah, and you know what? You just reminded me too that there was some talk about royalties and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to the aspect of things coming through as well. I think there's just so much potential here. Is there something you can say about royalties right now and how that might work with Tokel, or is that too soon?
Yeah, the royalties features any token, including NFTs or fixed supply tokens, can add a royalty where the creator's pub key or the creator's address gets royalties from any follow-on sales that occur on-chain using the on-chain token dex methods, which is just buys and sells. So if you're the creator and you put a 1% royalty on it, you sell it, you obviously get the entire amount that you sell it for, but then when that next person then on-sells it, 1% of that value in TKL will then get automatically transferred into into the address that created the token. So if you no longer have access to that address, you won't get it. So it's important to keep that if you're a creator. From that, also you'll continue to get that 1% royalty back into your address, exciting. But it's for whatever amount that you sell.
Super exciting, amazing. So even somebody who buys a ticket, maybe the ticket company will incentivize it by like giving the royalty to the person who buys the ticket. I don't know if that could work that way, but anyway, it's just a lot of potential there, and I'm super excited for everyone involved. Like, you're making me think of Monster and other people who might really benefit from this. And we're all just moving towards this way. So I'm looking forward to the day where maybe some guy like Gary Vaynerchuk is talking about Tokel. That's going to be fun. I think we're going to end off in that sense right now, unless anybody has any final words. In fact, we can go around if you guys want to do that. Special shouts to Lutz and Drake and Dream Tim and Metallica. I want to first call on Dream Tim if you have anything that you would like to share right now.
No, I just want to thank Cax again for making this possible at such short notice, and for everybody who came here today to listen to us, and obviously everybody who participated in the IDO, or everybody who aims to participate in the IDO in the following days. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dream Tim, and double shout out to Cax. Okay, Metallica, did you want share any final thoughts? We might get together in 2 weeks and do this again just to close out the official timing, but maybe it'll all go before then. And either way, everyone keep your eyes open for the announcements and stuff. What should people do, Metallica, if they want to just stay in tune with what's going on here?
Yeah, definitely keep up to date with what's going on in the Discord and join the community in the Discord, or have a look at the website tokel.io/IDO. And just a reminder that everyone that participates in the IDO will get an early adopter token sent to their address post IDO, and that'll be paired with the token release of the application. So you'll be able to see that within there. The token release of the application might actually come before that token gets dropped into your wallet. But yeah, definitely thanks to the Pirate brothers that joined us, and everybody that joined the stream and took the time to have a chat about tokens and NFTs. I look forward to listening to it all from the start. But yeah, really appreciate your efforts to make this happen, and look forward to seeing where we go over the next 2 weeks, and then also look forward to seeing where the community and project goes over the next couple of years. It's a really exciting time, and I'm definitely super excited. This is just the first kind of step in a really long journey for us all. So thank you.
And thank you to Metallica, and we are definitely all looking forward to the same things here. And so then, Lutz, you're still up here on stage. We'd like to hear your send off. From one pirate to another.
I'm just barbecuing, bro. I think the synergy in Komodo over the years has been amazing. Any project that gets involved in Komodo usually ends up doing very well tech-wise because the people up top in Komodo know exactly what they're doing. So you could feel a little more insured that when a project is under the Komodo umbrella, however they are, you got some mentors at the top that are helping these new projects along. And thank you for having me today, man.
Perfect. And I'm so glad you went there with what you said. And yeah, thank you for coming on here and being here. This is everyone who's showed up extra has added just an extra bit of goodness to this and has made it. We wouldn't have had Untitled on here if it was slow and boring, and we were only barely able to fill 60 minutes or whatever. So at this point, I would just like to thank everybody who came up on the stage and shared their perspective, their thoughts, and other things, and just made this a great time. Official. And I would like to thank you as well. Wish you well with Pirate and Bpsaa, and just share with us your final send off.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys inviting me. Had a great time listening to all the tech talk and all the experiences and everything, and I'm super excited to see where Tokel.
Good stuff. Well, we'll definitely be seeing you around and the rest of the Pirates around the Tokel platform, and so that's going to be a thing. And in the meantime, just keep your eyes open and your ears open, everyone, and keep enjoying the IDO if that's where you're going with it. All right, stay safe out there. Like Lute said, he's been scammed, so just always be aware of things like that. But yeah, and if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to join in on the Discords that is relevant. For example, the Komodo Discord, or if it's Atomic Dex issue, or with Tokel or anything like that, and just make sure, verify, and all that kind of stuff. So, alrighty, everyone, community and Tokel and Komodo platform and all that good stuff. Feel very happy to be here with you today, and we're gonna just sign off now. So, Cax, that's it for today. You lead us out of here, and goodbye, everyone.
Thank you.